In the year 2013, I found out that Teen Titans was coming back. I was excited and looking forward to the idea of my favorite show, one of my favorite shows, returning to the big screen. Fast forward to April 23rd, 2013. What debuted in front of my eyes was not the edgy Teen Titans that I know, the cool stories and action packed adventures. No, 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 my friend. It was, well, this. And this was the beginning of the end. The beginning of me realizing that reboots suck. Now, if you are new to this channel, for context, I have severe trust issues, meaning that I don't trust things anymore because I've experienced disappointment after disappointment after disappointment, whether it's from big corporations or wherever it is. I've always been let down by expectations because what was delivered in the end was, well, lackluster. It all started with Teen Titans debuting with Teen Titans Go, and whilst I have a kind of liking to Teen Titans Go right now, it wasn't quite what I, was expecting when I heard Teen Titans was returning. This, however, then led to another case with the Powerpuff Girls, coming back. And I was excited for them as well because I really liked the Powerpuff Girls when I was growing up. But then, that was a dumpster fire. It was so bad to the point it showed little children twerking on the TV screen. Party time! I almost threw up when I saw this, and I didn't even give the show an inkling of a chance because I just couldn't believe how bad it was. Then the same thing happened with Ben 10 and any other reboot or continuation, whatever crap that they're spewing nowadays, that it all led to disappointment after disappointment after disappointment. So when I see things like, oh, your favorite show is returning, I'm always skeptical. Recently, it's been announced that Phineas and Ferb and The Amazing World of Gumball are coming back, and whilst it's a very big deal to celebrate, I'm still suspicious. Cause why are you bringing it back? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Gumball ended on a cliffhanger, and Phineas and Ferb, well, concluded everything. So I guess now you guys want the money and everything like that. But it's a different time period and it's a different generation. What business do you have trying to, string us along? And this is where I was like, as I heard The Amazing World of Gumball is coming back after a 7-year hiatus and Phineas and Ferb coming back, it's one of the ones where I'm not excited for it to be released. I have every faith that Amazing World of Gumball will still be fine along with Regulation and a few others, but I'm still skeptical, because as soon as a corporation brings back a property that I have liked for a long time, they always change it, make it woke and all kinds of nonsense. I go further into the woke stuff in a previous video that I made. You should go check that out. But continuing on from this, this is more about the remakes and how Hollywood kind of just bastardize everything. There's no more creativity. There's no more original ideas. There's no more experimenting. However, all it is just going off of already established ideas and, well, bastardizing them because they don't care about, whether it's liked or not. As long as it gets the people talking and they get their money, they don't give a dang. And I feel that's kind of disrespectful to the longtime fans who have been, expecting this to be the case. Now, I understand that corporations are businesses that have to make money. And a lot of integrity goes out the window because, well, the fans don't really know what they want per se. But come on, you don't have to be that lazy with it. Over the course of like 10 plus years, it's been the same crap over and over again, stringing of ideas to the point where it's gone so bad that they write a original story, but because they're skeptical if we'll make a profit or things of that nature, they get a big IP and slap down the title. So there's a point where it's like you're watching this show and it says Devil May Cry, and I had to make that diss because Lady pissed me off with that show. But the title could be Devil May Cry, and it's just not Devil May Cry at all. Like, it's just a completely different thing. It may make some references here or there, But that's enough. The fans will be okay, and they just don't add their own spin to things and stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like change is bad. I would like to talk about the greatest case of change when it comes to the Transformers IP, when Michael Bay was running, the whole operation of the movies. Whilst fans were very annoyed that, the G1 designs weren't there or present, and he wasn't following the actual story and stuff like that, I do believe that Michael Bay's interpretation of the Transformers was one of the best interpretations, for the fact that it got everybody talking and it got everybody involved, to the point where now we look at Transformers now, they followed the blueprint like the fans wanted, to doing the G1 design and all kinds of stuff, and they're failing. They are failing. Fans will argue till Jesus comes back that, oh no, Michael Bay's iteration of the Transformers was bad, but numbers don't lie. Comparing all of Michael Bay's Transformers, yes, even the two bad ones, Age of Extinction and Last Night, well, Age of Extinction was alright, but hey, we're not talking and reviewing Transformers. Focus on topic, Emmanuel. Whether we like it or not, the numbers don't lie. All of them made significant profit. When we look at Rise of the Beasts, it did not make significant profit, and Transformers is actually, well, low as hell right now. Compared to Transformers back in the day when I was younger, it was massive. And before Michael Bay, Transformers was not even that big anyway. It was big in like G1 era, like, the early starting up days. But then it had a long flat line, and it was going down and down and down. Then Michael Bay came and it went up, and then it's now gone down because, well, no one's really vibing with it. So change is good sometimes. I'm not going to sit here and BS myself like it's not. But we also had the same case with Bionicle as well when the reboot came out, and that was also bad too. Gosh, man, so many reboots. Bionicle 1 was the one that hurt me the most, man. That reboot was, God almighty, that was a bad one. A lot of potential, but again, like, dumbing it down and making it very bland, ruining the spirit of what it used to be. So that's why I'm saying I get why big corporations don't listen to the fans, because fans say they want one thing, and when that one thing comes, they just don't support it. They don't do anything. It's like, that's what I'm saying with the new Rise of the Beast Transformers, all kinds of stuff like that. They didn't support it. It was a good movie, but boring, flat, whatever it was. No one was really vibing with it, like you said. So of course they're gonna revert to their own original ideas, because sometimes fans don't realize there needs to be a change until the companies take it upon themselves to make that initiative for change. We also see this in the case with the Minecraft movie. Whilst it would have been nice to go for a more traditional Minecraft storytelling movie, the fact of the matter is, I genuinely believe that no one would have really messed around with that. No one would have really vibed with it the way that was meant to vibe. So that's why they had to put their own spin on things. Whilst I initially thought from the trailer that it was going to be so bad, apparently the movie was really good. So bad to the point that every cinema was getting messed up. So you can't really diss the companies for that. Companies can make changes that can be good and that can be positive. That's just a fact. Like, we can't pretend that's a lie. But most of the time, companies make a change and they just ruin it completely. Which is why when you see all these things being promoted, like, oh, it's a new series and X, Y, and Z, I don't really get excited anymore. In fact, they've actually taught me the amazing ability of learning when to move on. I have been disappointed so many times by big corporations, guys. You don't know how many things was the case where they said, oh, it's coming back. Young Justice or Ben 10, Powerpuff Girls, Teen Titans, or Power Rangers, all kinds of stuff like that. I've been let down so many times to the point where I've learned to grow up and let things go. Yes, things aren't going to be the same as they were back in the day. And that's okay, like, I have other things to do in my life and I have a reality that I have to build for myself. And I'm not going to sit here crying and being upset for the fact that, well, they didn't follow that blueprint. So I've just let it go a lot of the time. Now, I will watch the Amazing World of Gumball series. I hope that it's good. I hope that's actually entertaining. I look forward to watching it, and the regular show, and the Adventure Time. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they make it woke, or they do some stupidity with it, or whatever crap they want to do. Either way, it won't matter to me, because my expectations are very, 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 very low. They always bait us with some trailer and then they just yank the carpet at the very end. And I think that's disrespectful. I don't like to feel disrespected. What can I say? I don't like to feel disrespected. I don't like things dangled over my face like I'm a dog. So we'll just see how it goes. But what do you think about reboots and remakes and things of that nature? What do you think about all these sequels and prequels? Where's the original source? What do you guys think about it? And what do you think needs to change? I'm interested in hearing your thoughts. That being said, my people, God bless, take care, and I'll speak to you guys next video.